Listen, I want to eat the traditional food because when I go to America, but when we're talking about food, you have to understand in America, all the food is processed.
Yeah.
So you're no longer eating natural, organic food in America no more.
Yeah.
So now you have places here in Ghana like KFC coming over here.
Yeah.
I don't understand why Ghanaians are allowing KFC to come here. Like, why do you want KFC? What is special? I mean,
Kwasi, you are in the US, you are wearing designer, you are wearing Gucci, you are wearing Prada. You want me to stay here and be wearing?
I've been to Ethiopia.
Okay.
I just came from Burkina Faso.
Okay.
And my slave name is Stuart Fields. I'm from North Carolina. I've been born and raised in North Carolina. And, you know, my ancestry traces back to Africa. So I'm trying to get rid of my slave name. So here they call me Kwesi because I'm Sunday born.
Okay.
Sunday born is Kwesi, yes.
What's up, everyone? You're welcome once again to Kamasly TV. And if this is your first time chancing on this YouTube channel, you are gladly welcome. Or we say in Ghana, Akwaba. In the eastern part of Africa, we say Karibu Sana. So we are about to talk to a diaspora. I have met this man over here before, but we didn't talk much because he was busy doing stuff. And today I have him here. We are going to have a lot of discussion. Bro.
How the family doing? Peace, peace. Peace and Pan-Africanism. Africa will rise, family. Africa will rise, and we will make Africa rise. The children of Africa will put Africa where it's supposed to be.
Most definitely. So, let them know your name.
Okay. So, my slave name is Stuart Fields. I'm from North Carolina. I've been born and raised in North Carolina. And, you know, my ancestry traces back to Africa. So, I'm trying to get rid of my slave name. So, here they call me Kwesi because I'm Sunday born. Okay. Sunday born is Kwesi, yes.
That's good. So your Sunday name is Kwesi?
Yeah.
And like, you've been here for how many weeks, months now?
On this particular trip, I've been here for 2 weeks, but I've been coming back and forth to Ghana since 2020. Actually, I missed the year of the return. I didn't make it that year. I made it the January 2020 was the first time I came here.
Okay, so was it a year of return that you took advantage of? You saw everything that was going on, the movement, you decided to come to Africa. That was your first time coming to Africa, right?
Yes, that was my very first time. Shout out to Jahi Issa because he was the person who told us that he was going to bring us to Africa and actually help change our lives.
Okay, who is that?
That's a professor from United States. He was a professor. I met him, and he told us that he would change our lives. It was a group of us if we bring us to Ghana.
So is Ghana the only African country you've been to?
Well, it's the only African country that I have actually been walking around and mingling with the people. I've been to Ethiopia. I just came from Burkina Faso. And that's them the only countries I've been besides Ghana.
Do you have any intention of going to other African countries?
Yes. Actually, I want to explore the continent because in America, we are a melting pot of all the people from Africa. Because in America, they mixed us all together, had us all having sex and breeding with each other. So we have parts of all of Africa in us. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, we have to travel to see our family all over the world, especially on the continent of Africa.
Okay, so was it just for Detty December you came, or because December is over now? I want to know why you came. I mean, this is home for all blacks outside Ghana or Africa, but what was the main reason of you touching down this time around?
This trip, we came because we put a water well down. I'm with a group of guys where every year we locate areas in the northern region of Ghana where in the villages where people need water. So if we locate an area where people are walking 2 to 3 miles and they need water, we will put a water well down. So this particular trip, we came to go to Sandaman, up north, Sandaman, and put a water well in the village. You know, because like when I first started coming to Africa, the purpose of coming here was to find culture. We come as African Americans, those of us that are Pan-Africanists, we come to Africa to find culture, to find the culture that we have been removed from. So when I first came here and I came into Osu and Accra, I'm realizing that it's westernized, and that's what I'm trying to leave.
Osu is westernized?
Yes, it's very westernized. And the longer I have been here, the more it's getting westernized the longer that I've been coming.
Sure.
But originally, we come to Africa because we want to find culture.
Okay.
We want to learn about the tribes. We want to know about the native languages. We want to know about the things that our ancestors was doing before they were shipped over here.
Okay.
So in my quest of looking for that, I was told to go up north.
Okay.
Because if you go up north, you will go to the villages up north, and you can actually see African culture being practiced in real time. And that's what led me to going up north and helped us start it with the water wells. Help us start putting the water wells, because we want to come to help. We don't want to come to harm. We don't want to come to take over. No, we want to only come to help, to help the Ghanaians don't go down the same track that we did in America.
Sure.
Because see, the tricks that are played in Ghana today have already been perfected on us in America.
Okay.
So this is why we have to come over here with the knowledge and the information to make sure the same thing that happened in America don't happen here in Ghana.
Okay, I got you. So as you went to the north, the culture and everything you were talking about that was missing in Accra. Osu, we are actually close to Osu now. So when you went to the north, did you see that?
Yes,
did you see all of that?
I see it. That's why I continue to go, because I see it, I thrive on it, and I'm learning from it. Now, I must admit, it's culture here in Osu as well.
Yeah, sure.
But it's not as rich as it is in the village.
For those in the diaspora who don't understand what you are talking about, because you have your foot on the ground, so you understand this. This is also part of Ghana, but this is the capital. And the capital is where everybody is trying to move from the villages to come here. And so whilst you are here, you are exposed to the Western world. You get to see a lot of high skyscrapers, and everybody want to put up those style of building. You see people speaking English, you want to speak, because this is like, is it like the New York of US?
Yes.
Like everything is mixed?
Like Accra is like a city in any other state.
Okay.
It's like being in New York, it's like being in Charlotte, it's like being in Raleigh, you know, it's like being in California. That's how Accra is.
Yeah.
Accra is set up that way. You know, but this is very important, that a lot of people see westernized culture as a step up. Meaning that you're coming up.
Exactly.
They think that you're moving out of the shadows, and now you're coming into real time. And which is wrong, because capitalism in itself is a cancer. So to have capitalism and to have wealth, you got to have a bottom class that everybody else feed off of. And that's how it is in America. In America, it's racism, but in Ghana, it's going to be called classism. You're going to have different classes of people, and the higher the classes, they have more money, but the people on the lower class is not going to be able to benefit from the wealth of the soil here in Ghana. And this is where capitalism comes in, and it rapes you. It gives you a false sense of security when you're really not secure. You know, you're actually tearing your people down. I actually understand what you're talking about, but somebody watching this video right now is a Ghanaian right here in Ghana, and he's going to say, Kwasi, you are in the US, you are wearing designer, you are wearing Gucci, you are wearing Prada, you want me to stay here and be wearing, you know, if you wearing the Gucci here in Ghana, it's a big deal. Let me tell you something. I don't wear Gucci. See, for one, it's all on the mindset of the person. I'm not the type of, I don't look at my clothes. I don't wear no designer clothes. I want to design my own clothes. See, we have to have the mindset of stop making other people rich. Gucci don't care about us. Yeah, sure. Them designer clothes, them clothing lines, they don't care about us. So why am I spending my money with them for what? I would rather make my own clothing line and wear. And this is the mindset that Ghanaians have to have, because a lot of things in Ghana is very good and rich, but Ghanaians don't like it because it's here in Ghana. They would rather get something from foreigners. And not understanding that you have to build your own up. You can't build nobody else's brand, build your own brand. So let's wear Ghanaian clothes. The Ghanaians should wear Ghanaian clothes. Let's use Ghanaian soap. Like, come on, let's think about it. Like, why would you constantly build other people's wealth instead of building your own wealth? So since you came to Ghana, you've not been eating any American food? No, I'm here. I'm eating fufu. I'm eating jollof rice. Listen, banku, tilapia. Listen, I want to eat the traditional food, because when I go to America, but when we're talking about food, you have to understand, in America, all the food is processed. So you're no longer eating natural, organic food in America no more.
Yeah.
So now you have places here in Ghana like KFC coming over here.
Yeah.
I don't understand why Ghanaians are allowing KFC to come here. Like, why do you want KFC? What is special? I mean,
because that's what we see in the movies. That's what rich people eat.
Because in Ghanaians' mind, America and the Western culture is called milk and honey.
Yeah.
It's the land of milk and honey.
Everybody want to go to America. You know that?
But you have to understand, it's not milk and honey over there.
Yeah, they want to go.
It's deceiving you to make you think. So my message to Ghanaians is hold dear to what you have.
Okay.
You have to hold dear to your own culture. Build your own. Don't follow the westernized way of doing things. Because have we forgot how the Western world was built? It was built off the slaves, off the back of slaves that came from Africa.
Yeah.
So they used us to build up their empire, and at the same time, they've been starving Africa. So now that Africa and African countries have gotten their own independence, now they're making deals with the Western world for what? Because of the monetary value of the money.
Yeah.
And not understanding that currency is what we decide currency to be.
Sure.
Currency ain't what somebody else decide. As a people, we can decide what currency we want to use. It's called trade.
Yeah.
Whatever I'm willing to give you for a service that you're willing to take, that's currency.
Sure.
So we don't have to use the dollar.
Before their currency, we even had barter trade.
Barter trade.
Yeah.
But see, that's the things that we have to get back to, is doing African things.
And that was all Gaddafi wanted to do for Africa. You know about Gaddafi?
Yeah,
right?
He wanted Africa to have their own currency.
Yeah.
But now you have people in power, and the lust of money is going to be the downfall of people.
Sure.
Because people are lusting for this monetary money, which really is worthless, because it's not backed by gold. I was going to talk about this earlier.
Yeah.
Like, the dollar is no longer backed by gold. It's backed by the military. If you want to be honest about it, it's backed by the United States military.
How is that even possible?
Because whenever a country want to get away from the dollar, we going to war. It's going to be something that is going to happen, that they're human rights violations. It's going to be something they're going to come up with as a reason to invade that country, just like Iraq. The whole idea with Iraq and Saddam Hussein, it wasn't because Saddam Hussein was so mean to his people. It was to get the oil.
Yeah.
And now United States are in control of oil fields in Iraq right now. But originally, it was all about Saddam Hussein. It's the games they playing. And we cannot allow the same games to come here to Africa.
So you feel sooner or later, what happened to Iraq is going to happen to Africa or Ghana?
It's already...
Wait, before we do that, I want us to change position.
Okay.
So
we'll be back, family.
yeah. We've done. So yeah, we are back, and you remember the question, right?
Yeah. You were speaking about do we feel like the things that happen in the Iraq and Syria is going to happen here in Africa? And what I want to alarm everyone to is that the northern part of Ghana has been listed as a terrorist watch list now.
Really?
Now, I don't know if y'all are aware of this, but because of the issue with Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, the other countries, you know, Burkina Faso is bordering.
Yeah.
But now they're saying that it's terrorists within these areas that's causing problems.
Yeah.
So on my way to my trip up to northern Ghana, we saw a carnival of military vehicles being shipped up north.
Really?
From tanks to armored vehicles to everything, where it was a whole convoy of military vehicles that was on their way to the northern border part of Ghana. So you have to understand that with this quote-unquote terrorists that are causing havoc in certain areas, a lot of these areas are rich in minerals.
Yeah.
They are rich in gold, titanium, minerals that is being taken from the earth and sold to other people.
Wow.
So now you have to pay attention to the things that's going on with the border. Now, I hope that things stay the way they are. Because I was able to cross the border and go into Burkina Faso.
Okay.
And
Was it difficult?
No, it wasn't difficult. It was very easy. Everything is normal.
Yeah.
They doing normal businesses, but we have to understand how these things work. So like to control a country,
Yeah.
you can have controlled chaos also to keep things the way you want it to be done. And we have seen this playbook being used all over the world, and we cannot allow that to happen here in Ghana. So we have to be diligent, and the Ghanaians have to actually love Ghana. You have to love your country. You have to take pride in your country. Listen, most of the rest of the world know the value of what's in Africa. That's why the rest of the world are coming to Africa for the minerals and resources and the wealth of the land. But the people on the continent that actually are here with the wealth and the minerals and everything that everyone else wants, you trying to leave it.
No, you know why? You know why? The only problem we have in Africa here is unemployment. Let me tell you, 99% of the people who are traveling outside the shores of Africa to the Western world is because of good job, better living. Because if you have good job, your life is going to be better. So that's why we have corrupt leaders and all this. If we had jobs over here, I don't think we can go there for maybe like the way you guys come here for holidays and go back. We would do that. But look, I don't live in Ghana. And the reason why I don't live in Ghana is because of unemployment. So everybody else want to move. Look, even if you tell somebody I want to give you 100,000 Ghana cedis right now to stay here, they will tell you no, because they are going to, invest that 100,000. The next minute they are bringing some useless taxes, and that money is going to get burnt.
But see, you know what that is? That's a result of colonization. Because the colonization, for one, the educational system that's taught here in Ghana is not teaching Ghanaians about mining gold. They don't teach you how to mine gold. They don't teach you how to take the minerals that's here on the earth and use it to better yourself.
Exactly.
They give you a westernized education, so you don't think about using the natural resources here, because they're not teaching you this. Colonization is all about allowing outside people to benefit from the wealth of your land, and you want to go there where there's no wealth at. See, we looking at wealth in the wrong context. You're looking at wealth as a form of money, not understanding that the land is the wealth.
Yeah.
The jobs that is needed, you have to create the job.
You need money to create.
Hold on. No, you don't.
Trust me.
You need a thought to create.
Yes.
The thought, listen, your thoughts are money, because you can create things in your mind and then you can bring it into reality.
I know.
But see, the thing is, they use the money as to hold you down, so you got to pay taxes, right? And this is where the westernized way of capitalism is stunting the growth of the Ghanaians, because now you're paying taxes. The business have to pay taxes. Little things like that. But that's why you have to get politicians in place that's going to come up with ways, a way that a lot of jobs can be created locally right here in Ghana now.
Yeah.
Fix the roadways.
Yeah.
You fix the roads, and you allow the people in the communities to work for the company to fix the road as you go around fixing the road. Everybody complain about the roads.
Yes, everybody.
So that's an easy way to get people employed. It's just to fix the roads. So it's not the potential of jobs being here. What it is the people in power are not putting the jobs here for the people. So therefore, you have to start creating your own jobs. You have to take the power out of their hands and put it back in your hand.
I know you are talking from what you know, and I'm talking from what we experience over here. A lot of people are dying here in Ghana with great minds, great ideas, great visions, because they have it. Just like you said, it starts with your thoughts and everything. They have it. It's on paper. Somebody can say, bring your business idea. They can give you business idea. All you need is money to kick it started. And
that is where the Africans from the diaspora come in at. This is why we have to remember I told y'all we have to live off of code.
Yeah.
Africa first. Everything that we do is to benefit Africans and to love one another. If we do them two things, the business ideas that people have, you have African Americans or Africans out the diaspora, not just in America, that have money, that is willing to collaborate. to come together and do business together, and let's build Africa together.
Yeah, sure.
See,
I saw one lady in my comment section, a video I created. She said we need to invest financially in Africa. But you know, where are you going to meet this person? You know?
And this is where we have to have think tanks, and we have to actually start strategizing together. That's why we can't divide ourselves. Remember, I talk about the division.
Yeah.
We can't have division. We have to be united.
Yeah.
Now, a united front will fix problems that need to be fixed. It's a lot of things that I come here in Ghana and I see that is needed here, right?
What do you think is needed?
I mean, I could just think ice making machines.
Okay.
Just think about that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to let too much information out.
No, let it. All people are going to steal your
you see? But listen. Ice making machines, that's one thing that is needed here in Ghana. A lot of the companies or stores, they don't have ice. So you have ice making machines. It's a lot.
You know, one business, like me traveling outside Ghana, I'm like, this business will boom in Ghana. Like this, you know, this washing bay, not manual washing bay. You know, in the state you have where you just drive
through the car wash.
Your car is washed within a few minutes. But we don't have, I don't think we have even one in Ghana.
It's not that you can't
I don't know if there is, but I stand to be corrected. But that's a great business.
It's not that you can't have it. What it is that the people, they make it so hard to get it.
And so the hardness you're talking about is money.
Yeah.
That's
so what you
about.
have to do is, I'm telling y'all, you have to collaborate with people that want to collaborate. I come to Africa to learn culture and also to collaborate with people here that we can use the products here and ship over the world. Yeah. Like let's do business together.
Yeah.
We have to do business together, and we have to use the tools that we do have to build the businesses, and the things that we don't have, we come up with constructive ideas and ways to make it happen. We can no longer say that things are not happening, we have to make it happen. We're in the age of Aquarius. Aquarius is the age to know. So we know things, all the information is given. Whatever you want to Google, you can find information for anything. You want to change a tire, you go on YouTube, you can find out how to do whatever you want to do.
Definitely.
We're in an information age, so now we have to take the information, codify it, and use it to better ourselves.
Sure.
And if anything that you're doing, if you're not using it to better yourself and your family, then you have to throw it away.
Now,
and one last thing. One last thing,
then I also ask you one last thing.
Because I want to open up this Pandora's box about religion.
Okay.
Because religion is a very tricky subject.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have to be honest about religion.
Yeah.
So, in Ghana, what tribe? Are you Ghanaian?
Yeah, I'm a Ghanaian.
So what tribe are you?
I'm an Elwe.
You're Elwe?
Yeah, from the Saudi.
Okay, so Elwe.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you say God in Elwe?
Mau.
Mau. How do you say Jesus in Elwe?
Yesu.
Yesu. Now, is Yesu a Elwe word, or is that a borrowed word?
I don't think it's an Elwe word.
It's borrowed, ain't it?
Yeah, it's borrowed.
How do you say Muhammad in Elwe?
I don't know.
It's probably Muhammad.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Because it's a borrowed word.
Yeah.
I'm saying that to say that if you are, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to just put it out there. If you're a Christian or if you're a Muslim, you're no longer following your African culture, because the words of some of these deities that you're calling on is not even indigenous to your tongue. So if it's not indigenous to your tongue, how can you profess to something that was brought to you by someone else? And the same people who brought you the religion also stole from you. And you wonder why in Ghana, since I've been here in Ghana, I have seen more churches and mosques every year
than factories.
But listen, this is the worst thing about it. The people is deteriorating. Things are not getting better. So if you have more churches and more mosques being built here in Ghana, but things are getting worse every year, are the churches and mosques helping?
I'm telling you.
Because you think you're moving closer to God, but you're actually moving further away from God, because you have left your traditional God and now you're serving other folks' gods, and you wonder why things are the way they are.
Now, you've said your stuff. I want to ask you the last question. For me, you said we need to collaborate. Because if I don't ask this question, people who are watching me right now, especially those in Ghana, are going to say, okay, so how do we get these people to collaborate with? I know it's a small world, there are social media and all of that, but you know, somebody cannot be in US and trust you with their money or their resources to do collaboration, partnership or whatever with you in terms of business. How do we do that?
Well, what you have to do, you have to find like-minded people. That's the first thing.
Okay.
Everybody don't have the right mind to come to Africa. We got messed up people in America, and they can bring their messed up minds to Africa and mess Africa up. So for one, you have to get around like-minded people who actually are trying to do good.
Okay.
You got good and bad. You got devil and you got God.
Definitely.
So you got to make sure you surround yourself around positive people.
Yeah.
Positive energy will attract each other.
Yeah.
And then once you find people, you break bread. Before I do business with you, I have to break bread with you.
Sure.
I have to be able to sit down and talk to you. I have to fill you out. We got to eat. You got to take me to your family. I got to meet your folks. You're like, listen, we have to break bread,
Yeah.
and then we build a brothership.
Yeah.
Now, once we build a brothership, now we can look at the situation to see where can we do something to benefit to help the people.
Okay.
It's all about helping the people.
All right.
And then once we find something that we can collaborate on to work together, we build together.
All right.
And that's what it is. It's all about like-minded people.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. But which places have you been to since you came to Ghana?
I've been all over Ghana. I've been
Mention a few.
I've been to Cape Coast. I've been to Elmina.
Castle?
Yeah, I've been to all that. I haven't been to Kumasi yet.
Yeah, okay.
I really haven't explored Kumasi.
Yeah.
But I've been up north. I've been to Bogatonga, Tamale, Sandaman, Paga. I've been.
Visit my region also, Volta region.
Yeah, I have to go to I haven't been there yet.
One of the underrated regions in Ghana.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to be there.
And the land is beautiful. Listen, last thing, Ghanaians love Ghana. Take pride in what you have here. Take pride in and own it. Because if you don't own it, somebody else gonna be owning it before you know it.
Thank you so much. You heard him. You need to own it. If you want it, you gotta own it. So, yeah, thank you so much. If you've not subscribed to this YouTube channel, kindly do. I'm going to bring you other interesting interviews like this one. You are going to hear more from the diaspora. They are going to inspire us. They are going to talk to us. They are going to show us the way, and we are going to collaborate with them. This is one of the collaboration, and I appreciate you so much. Your name once again?
My name is Kwesi. I'm getting rid of my slave name, Kwesi.
Okay. He said he's getting rid of his slave name, which is
Stewart.
so now he is Kwesi. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Peace.